Yay, we're live on YouTube. Okay.
Sweet.
It's 6:29, so we'll wait a minute until
Sweet.
1 minute until see if anyone with the late announcement, if anyone.
Yeah, we have to let people into Zoom now because we got Zoom bombed last week.
Ooh, who was it? Who bombed? Was it just a random?
Some young crazy motherfuckers that put like porn stuff all over.
Ugh.
And like, yeah, some very racist related things and some very.
Yeah, it was like 20 people joined like all at once, and then
Oh my gosh,
more people kept coming in, so we just had to exit the meeting, and then.
So that's why there was no video. We basically couldn't do it. It happened like 15 minutes in, and then to like restart it all, and like it was like not working.
Yeah, I figured out how to trim out all the Zoom stuff, but it was literally only like our warm up. That's one round, so so it worked. So
Sweet.
I was like, whatever.
6:30, class starting. Welcome to the chaos of the dogs right now.
Dogs are going crazy. You see them? Look at them go.
We're gonna do so, like we were saying. Sorry that we didn't have video last week. We got Zoom bombed, and so we ended up having to scrap the whole thing. So we're actually gonna do something very similar to what we did last week. So if you feel like you missed out, you could always just do this twice.
Yeah. So basically, we're gonna pretty much do almost not the exact same thing we did last week, but same format, slightly different exercises maybe at the end. But.
Yeah. So again, we're gonna do a warm up. Then we're gonna do including a finger warm up. Then we're gonna do a back related thing, and then we're gonna do a cardio/core thing at the end. So we'll walk you through each one as we get there, but to start off, we're just gonna do our normal warm up. So to start with, we're gonna get our fingers going by just doing finger curls.
Hello, I think that's Stephanie, right?
Hey.
Hello, you can just wave. Cool, we're just starting our warm up, so
right now we're just gonna do, roughly 10. You're doing the wrong one, Jim.
Oh, whatever he's doing. Just follow him.
Open to fist. Open to fist.
And then. Okay. I'll just handle the admitting people into the meeting.
Okay, now finger flicks.
Okay, that's what I was doing.
Out, yeah. Kind of like you're flicking your fingers, trying to get them dry.
Yeah, imagine there's like tar on your fingers and you
let
all the tar off.
Hey.
We're just doing our finger warm up. So.
Yep. All right, now finger crunches. So just the first 2 digits.
Like.
Yeah, almost like you're gonna make a karate shape. So really squeeze those fingers into your palm.
Try.
Don't forget the thumb also. I usually feel this a lot in the forearm, so it's a good finger and forearm little warm up.
I'm gonna make sure it's timer.
All right, roll your wrists out. Shoulders, get them going. So let's do some small circles. Reverse.
Dogs.
Medium circles. Reverse. Large. Reverse.
Oh, that happened. Nice.
All right, shake it out. Front twist, so arms out, just twisting out the hips, the waist. bent over, same thing.
As far as equipment.
Shake it out.
today, so you have a hangboard, or whatever
Yep.
hangy thing, pull-up-y thing, or rowy thing, and if you have any dumbbell weights
We're gonna move you
that
over.
are
Move
not
that chair.
terribly heavy, but not
Watch out, Luna.
lighter dumbbell weights, or it's light. Oh my gosh, guys.
All right, so now we're gonna do the short little finger warm up. What we're gonna do is just 2 sets of hangs. So it's gonna be on the hang board. We're gonna do. You want to do 10 seconds?
No, it's the same as last week.
What was it last week? Six.
Six on,
So 6 on, 6 off
times 5.
times 5. You'll get a break, and then we'll do it one more time. This is just get your fingers nice and warmed up. It'll be the only really finger focused thing for this week. As I explained before, we're not doing as much finger stuff unless you guys really want us to do that, in which case we can do that. But for right now, we're focusing primarily just get your fingers warmed up, then doing much more like back focused things to get your strength up, and then more cardio and core stuff. All right. So for the first round, like I said, 6 on, 6 off for 5 times.
And just, so we're doing, I'm gonna hang after him, so,
Yeah, there's 2 groups.
There's
so
2
if you,
groups.
If you have 2 people,
or if you wanna
one
like,
can go with me and one will go with Jen.
you wanna go with me?
Starting in 10 seconds.
I don't know what the volume is on that, but.
3, 2, 1.
And hang.
Break. One more. 3, 2, 1. Go. Break. 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Go.
Hang. And break.
2 more. 2, 1. Go.
Hang. So this is just a warm up. Try not to be like
Break.
straining.
1 more.
Adjust your difficulty level
2,
so that you're not.
1. Go.
It's your last one, right?
Yep.
Okay. Last one, and then I'm gonna
Break.
go.
So if there's 2 of you, you'll follow Jen now. That hang's gonna start in 4, 3, 2, 1. Hang. Rest of y'all just take a little break. Break. Now 4 more. 2, 1. Go. Break. 2, 1. Go. So the third one. Break. 1. Go. Break. Yeah, 1 more.
I think one more.
1. Go.
This is the last one. I don't think there's a.
And break.
Okay, give a timer.
Yeah, I've got one timer going. So in 2 minutes, group 1 will go again. We'll do just 1 more of these, and then we'll move on to back.
Yep. What he said. Oh, dogs are lasting longer today.
And y'all made it back into the gym yet?
He said-
Nope. I went climbing outside yesterday though.
Oh, cool. How'd that go?
It was great. It took us about 3 hours to find the spot. And then once we knew where it was about 25 minutes to get back to our car.
Nice.
So most of the time wandering around in the woods, but
That's enjoyable.
it Yeah, it was still fun.
Yeah, we haven't done anything. We haven't gone to any crags or not gone to the gym. A couple of our friends have gone in, but did someone just join?
No.
No. Okay.
Dude, they
Well,
wouldn't be able
it
to.
looks like it changed the order.
Oh. Oh, maybe. Cool.
So Aaron, we're gonna be basically doing what we did last week,
Yeah.
except for just
Not as hard.
3, not 5. So
Okay, that sounds good to me.
and y'all will find out
The
it's
wonderful
something we've
workout.
never done before. Well, Aaron's done it.
We did it last.
We did it last.
Last week was like a trial run.
It was.
We-
Uh,
We worked out the kinks, and then now we're gonna.
I think it's gonna be. Last time was pretty brutal.
That was the dog. One, or
After
one,
we got Zoom bombed.
Yeah.
After we got bombed. All right. So round 2, starting in 10 seconds.
So this is the last time we'll be doing finger hands.
3, 2.
So still
one.
kind of warmy uppy, but challenge yourself a little more on these just to get your fingers a little more warm.
Break. For 1 more. 2, 1. Go.
Ow! Sorry, the dog.
3 more. 2.
2, 1. Bang.
2 more. 2, 1. Go.
Bang.
Break. 1 more. 2, 1.
Bang.
Break. Group 2.
Me.
Hi, Jen. All by yourself. And go. Break. 2, 1. Go. The dogs are still doing good. They're still up here. They haven't been kicked out yet. See how long they can last.
Yeah.
2,
Maybe they got it all out there in the warm up.
go.
Although we said that once before and then they went crazy.
Yeah, we'll see. Break. 2 more. 2, 1. Go. Break. Go. Last one. Break.
All right.
So we got 2 minutes,
Keep
but
knocking
I
the
need to
chair.
explain how this is
Sorry.
going to work. We've got we're going to be doing what I'm kind of calling
Yeah.
Frenchy pull-up breakdowns. So what it is we're breaking a pull-up into, I believe, 6 parts, 5 parts.
5.
Well, we'll see in just a second. And so the very first one is going to be probably the most new, which is going to be, you're going to be doing a full dead hang.
So we don't do these because
These are
usually you
called,
don't want to do them.
These are basically called
Shoulder shrugs.
shoulder shrugs
Or scapula
or
pull-ups.
scapula pull-ups. So you're at
Yeah.
a dead hang. You see, I'm hanging on my arm. And I pulled up on my scapula. So my elbows didn't change. My back didn't change except for
Nope. Go.
I
Yep.
pulled into my shoulders. So,
Do you do it again? Okay.
so that's all the way down. That's
Yeah.
up. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna hear the beat. You're gonna hold the scapula up for 6 seconds. And you'll
Yeah.
be down for 6 seconds.
So you're basically just
Up for 6
engaging
seconds, down for 6 seconds.
this part. Everything
Up
else
for 3
is the
seconds,
same.
down for 3 seconds. So it's gonna be just like Frenchie, up for 6, down for 6. And we're gonna do it 3 times, only 3 times. Then the next time through,
We'll do
We're-
something different.
we're gonna do something a little different. We'll be engaged in, well, I'll explain each one, but that's the first round's gonna be just the scapula pull.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the most weird because you probably haven't done it before. The things to focus on are really aren't pulling with your elbows.
Yeah.
Your elbows are never gonna bend any.
Yeah.
It's a small motion. It's actually a really powerful motion, and it's probably the most important motion in
Right.
doing a pull-up because, as she said, you never really want to be in this full dead hang. So whenever you're starting anything else, it's good to like know how to get into that position, and also it's if you are going in climbing, you want to be able to know how to start that first motion. So it's a really powerful one.
Yeah. If anything, if you are curious about your form, definitely videoing yourself from the back and just looking. Obviously, I mean, you could, if you have time to set it up right now, go ahead. But it's more like just if you're curious about your form, videoing yourself in the back doing them will give you a better idea of what your ears look like. And
another thing you should know, if you're doing it right, you're gonna feel it a lot in your actual scapula of it moving. So I kind of like it because although it's hard, I also find like it's a really nice warm up. Not maybe doing this many, but All right, so we're gonna get started for the first round, starting in 10 seconds.
Yeah, and it's 3 times.
Yep, just 3.
And you start with the dead hang. So really
starting in 3, 2, 1, dead hang.
Fully relaxed dead hang. Might feel
2,
weird.
1.
Scapula pull up.
2, 1, dead hang.
Let's see. Everyone's form looks good.
2,
that
1.
I can see.
Up. And back down. One more on both of these. 2, 1. Up. And back down. 2, 1. Break. Now Jen's gonna go. Like I said, that's just a really great one to even do before your session starts because it really kind of starts getting those muscles going, get them nice and warmed up. Might not have felt too hard, but I guarantee you this is going to get a lot harder. Aaron can attest, we did this with 5 rounds each time, and that was too hard.
It was pretty brutal.
I was just gonna keep going.
Well, we've got like a little bit of a break. We still got 2 minutes. Did anyone have any questions about what we just did? Sweet. All right. So the next one's going to be, you're going to start with you're already going to be into your scapular pull-ups. So you're already
start engaged.
So this is all the way down. We're already going to start engaged. And then we're going to go to 135.
Which is
still
in between
not
90.
90, but we're going to get to 135.
So
we're going to be alternating between the scapular pull-up to 135, scapular pull-up 135.
So you want to still have straight arms, but engaged scapula is what you want to aim for when you're like if you were videoing yourself for.
I'm going to get greedy again like I did last week because.
Well, we only are doing 3 this time.
We're only doing 3. So.
Last week we were doing 5. Yeah, so basically we're just going from scapular pull to the bottom of the Frenchie.
Yeah.
If you are familiar with Frenchies we've done before.
All right, 1 more minute.
And so
I wonder if the dogs have learned, like, maybe if we just act like logs, we get to stay.
Who knows?
They're still here. They're still here.
We'll see how long.
I bet you in the next 40 minutes, they're going to start losing it because they're going to want to get fed. All right, 30 seconds.
Just Sunny's the crazy one. So we're both crazy, just in different ways.
Okay, 10,
start in that scapular pull-up position. Or engaged position is what I'll call it.
2, 1, start scapular pull.
Hold that.
135.
Pull up a little bit, but just a little bit.
Scapular pull. 135. Scapular. 135.
And you're back.
Group 2. I know those.
So I'm gonna start in 3 seconds, if anyone.
Scapular. 135.
Activity completed.
Good. 2 more minutes, so we'll probably figure out the pattern. We're now going to do 135 to 90. So again, 135,
And then 90.
90,
So aim for parallel,
135.
parallel
90.
tricep to
Yep.
the ground.
And you really want to try to move into those positions and hold them as stable as you can.
Yeah. Definitely check in with the holds if you can. Check into where your position is, and it might be harder to do that while you're trying. But
Yeah, if
something
you're
to
like
think about.
me, as we keep moving up, it gets harder. I don't know if that's going to be true for everyone, but probably. Aaron, was it harder for you to get to at the top, or?
I think the first and the last were the hardest for me.
So it's kind of a good way to also realize where your power and strength lies. Like, for example, Jen's always been really good at being at this upper controlled position where I have not. I'm usually at the 90 is my strength. So it's a good way to kind of gauge where your strength is. And then I think in an ideal world, you would be able to work those out so that you feel that kind of strength all the way through your pull-up.
Yeah. And since we're holding specific positions, you might find that your shoulders might feel comfortable, like you might be more lopsided on one shoulder than another.
Yeah, definitely. If you
At
feel yourself
specific
pulling
positions.
over to a side, that's due to the fact that one side is substantially stronger, and so you're having to compensate. Try the best you can to keep them even.
Yeah.
It's hard, but it's just something to watch.
It's definitely, like I said, the best way to know is to video yourself from the back, and then you'll see exactly. But obviously,
Starting in 10 seconds.
But if you wanted to try this
So
on
this
your
is
own,
135 to 90.
so you're gonna start at 135, which is
3, 2,
slightly pull it up.
1. 135. 90.
135.
90.
90.
135. 90.
90. Try to breathe through each position, especially as you're
Break.
and break.
Group 2. Follow Jen. 90. 45. Mhm.
And I'm done.
So this next round, we're going to be doing 90 to 45, to 90,
Start at 90,
45,
so not all the way in between, you know, you
45.
get the pattern.
Yep.
45-degree increments. So definitely try to breathe through the positions, especially if it starts getting harder. The breathing becomes more important. All right, Sunny, I'm gonna. You might watch the chair.
Use it. So
I was just gonna add more. Oh, didn't we? What did we do last time?
to get
We
higher,
add.
I don't know what you did.
We didn't. Oh, you didn't want me to add another box. Figuring out some pregnant modification with just.
Stable, or you want your fingers?
Stable?
Okay.
What do you mean?
I just don't want you to blow off the damn.
Oh, okay. No, I'm not trying
50 seconds.
anything hard enough. Yeah. That is because I'm crazy. Wanna go to- There you go. All right. You're gonna start
30 and 10 seconds.
90 to 45, starting
5,
5 seconds. 2, 1, 90 degrees. 45. Hey, doggies. 90. 45. 90. 45. Breathe. And you're done. My turn. I'll wait till the next thing. Right, so I'm starting in 6 seconds.
it's going to end before you're done.
No.
Activity completed.
All right, and now we go.
Oh, I'm sorry. I stick to my desk. Sorry. Sorry, Luna.
Okay, come on, Miss Amini, I know.
And
Just kidding.
I got extra weight.
All right, last one, it's going to be 45 to top. So when you get to the top, you really want to try to bring your upper body and chest towards the bar. Don't just pull to here. You really want to bring your elbows back and bring your shoulder. It'll also be bringing your shoulder blades
Yeah.
back. So an example would be 45 top, 45.
Yeah,
45
just
top,
take
45 bottom.
elbows together behind your back. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously they won't touch, but it's kind of like a yoga.
I find this one to be the hardest, but like I said, to each their own.
All right, let me see. Might need a little more height to do this. My modification right now, Bailey. Stacking some crates over here.
We'll do one more round. But it's just gonna be like, maybe like one slow pull up and down.
Okay. You so with 5.
30 seconds.
So like, well, after
Okay,
this,
okay.
well, okay. All right. So we have 45 to
45.
0 or top is,
Starting in 10 seconds.
so the last part, okay, Sunny, go over there.
3, 2, 1, 45.
45, so not all the way up, but almost.
Top. Try to get your chin as high above it as you can.
Yeah,
45.
45.
Up.
Pull those hands, elbows towards your back, hands towards your shoulders.
45. Last one.
All the way up, top, hold it.
Great.
My turn. Oh, I'm on the ground still. Great. Oh, okay.
Group 2.
5, 6 seconds.
Activity complete.
All right.
We're going to do one last thing before we move on to the next group. And it's just going to be one slow pull up. But it's going to be 30 seconds up and 30 seconds down. You're going to take kind of what we've learned on this, except for you're not going to do it in the pauses. You want it to try to be as linear on the way up and down as
Yeah.
possible. But you might want to think and check in,
At the different.
you know, at 15, you know, you should be at 90. So just be kind of gauging as you're going and really try to make it as smooth and consistent. And make sure when you get to the top, you are still trying to pull as high above the bar with your chest in, shoulders back as possible. So 30 seconds up, 30 seconds down.
Okay. Do you want me to do 15-second intervals or just?
No, what I want you to do is you can have a timer and Jen, you're just going to listen to Jen's voice. She's just going to say halfway, top, halfway, bottom. Okay.
You don't want a 15-second interval? Okay.
No, we don't need to break it down too much. I'd rather you try to be engaged and thinking in your own brain, kind of where you're at. You will get the check-in, so you're going to start at 0. By the time you get to 15, you should be halfway.
So do you want
When
a
you get to
15?
30. Oh, yeah. So Jen's going to say 0, 15,
30.
top, half, bottom.
Yeah, so I'll give you those.
She's going to give you those breakdowns, but again, don't try to hit. You're not trying to get there and hold. You want it to be linear,
Yeah.
consistent all the way through. Okay, we're going to start in 20 seconds.
Okay.
I'm going to move this just.
Okay. All right. 10 seconds.
And for this, you are going to start all the way in a dead hang to get into the scapular pull.
2, 1, start. Slowly up. Should be gonna be at 90 now. Slow, slow, slow. Get to the top in 3, 2, 1. Top. And slowly back down. Hit 90 on the way down. 3, 2, 1, 90. And all the way down in 5, 3, 2, 1, and you're done.
Good. You doing this?
No, I'll get it.
All right, cool. Sweet. All right, now we're gonna move into the next thing. So we're gonna roll you over.
So the next thing is the circuit part. Oh.
Give us 1 second while we get it over here.
So like I said, for this part, if you have lighter weights, dumbbells, so or water bottles, we'll need those for.
Okay, when do you start going through them? Come on, folks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, first, let's get this situated. Need to tilt this down so you can see.
All right,
Right.
so the first one's going to be,
Hold on, I need to, oh wait, I don't know. I need to check the computer, hold on. It's gonna be, all right, so you're gonna do, okay, here we go. I can demonstrate this one. So, it's a plank to push up in bear position. If you prefer to stay in plank position, that's fine. So what that means is, so bear position is like tabletop, but you gauge your core to lift your knees, just hovering off the ground like so. And then you're gonna drop down to forearms and go back up.
So your knees are staying bent, your arms going up and down in a push-up.
So you're gonna do that continuously.
Yeah.
It's the bear position, just not working for you. You can do it in plank.
the hard thing is to
Your regular plank
continue
push-ups.
to focus on the core
Yeah.
being tight and your knees staying close to the
Yeah,
ground. It's easy for your knees to start rising
Yeah.
up. You want them to stay within,
yeah.
you
So
know,
if you
inch to
start
5
doing this-
inch to like 3 inches above the mat if you can.
So just keep checking in with your knees, obviously, and then you can always drop your knees if that is also.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
can play with those.
The hovering knees is going to make you work those micro muscles a lot more because you're going to
Yeah.
feel that instability.
Yeah.
Second workout's going to be
So it's a side plank, like oblique thing. You can use a weight if you want. I'll demonstrate what that is. So it's not a side plank, full side plank. It's like one of the this.
like a triangle.
But you're actually going to start like up here, and most of your weight's actually on this leg, so there's some balance. This is just for stability, and you're gonna do an oblique crunch like this. So if you wanted to add weight, you just hold a weight to make
At
it.
your center of mass, basically.
So as far you can go deeper, as comfortable, and all the way up, or you can isolate like here and here. You really want to try to isolate your oblique.
Yeah, and just like all of our workouts, nothing's about just knocking out a lot of
Yeah.
reps. It's all about slow, controlled motions,
Yeah.
being consistent throughout your entire motion. It's not doing lurches or being jerky in your
Yeah.
movement.
And so obviously the other side would be the other side. So
Then the next workout's going to
the
be
shoulder
shoulder.
one. We did this one time, but so it's just going to be this variation where you do a lateral raise, you go to the frontal raise, and you lift up. So you lift up to like this I position, and then back down to frontal, lateral, down. Keep. So we're actually doing this for a minute. It's a long time. So honestly, the lighter the weight.
Yeah, you want to be able to keep doing your motion and your form good. So
Yeah.
if you typically do frontal raises at say like 10 pounds, then 5 to 8 is going to be plenty.
Yeah.
Because you got to realize the side one's going to be hard, and you're doing this in a continual
Yeah.
motion. So it's gonna be hard over
And
time.
honestly, like, you want to be controlled coming down and down, which is also like part of the hard parts.
So next thing.
That's all.
Okay, those are our 3 things. So,
4 things.
or 4 things, sorry, because there's 2 sides on the obliques. So go ahead and get ready.
So we're all doing the same thing at the same time. So like, so the timer is 1 minute on for the exercises, 15-second rest. We're just gonna go through them.
All right, so get ready.
I need to set the time. I need to switch the timer to the correct timer. That's not the right timer. This is the right timer. All right. I'll make sure it's set up. All right. So the first thing is that bear position, plank to push-up, or any variation thereof. It's 15 seconds to start.
Five,
2, 1, and go.
thirty. $15.
If you feel your legs, then that's good because you're seeing directions on them.
5,
2, 1, wait.
now you're gonna do a side lunge thing.
Side lunge or side plank oblique thing.
5, 2. Yep.
Go. Isolate that oblique. Slow, controlled up and down.
$15.
Keep breathing.
$3. Right.
Switch to the other
Other
side.
side.
Try to remember what side you started on. So you start with the other side first. Next
5,
time.
2. Yep.
One side always feels a little more weird to me than the other one. But I think that's how, that's just life. You may feel this in your glutes on that leg, that's the balance leg. And that is also, because there is some balance involved depending on how much weight balance you have in that leg.
$10. Break.
And then it's the
Now
shoulder
your shoulder
thing.
thing.
Fun one. It's gonna be very shoulder heavy.
3, 2, 1. Out.
Out,
Forward.
frontal, Honestly, the slower you go, the harder it is.
Yeah. Kind of like the pull-ups, we're doing slow isolations.
When you pull up to this eye, try to make sure you're not swaying your lower back. Try to keep your
Halfway, 30.
lower back, your pelvis in a neutral position. If you're feeling that happening. I tend to feel it.
15.
Oh, it's getting harder.
30.
All right, so straight back to the bear position.
Back to the top.
8 seconds. Bear plank push-up.
Starting in 3, 2, 1. Go. Thirty.
You got it, good. 15 seconds. Five seconds. Almost done. With this one, at least. And break. That one's
Side lunge, switch up the order.
obviously the best one. I can't remember. I think it's all right.
Starting in 3, 2, go.
I think this first side's harder because of my legs are tired from the bear position. And balancing in this leg. It's hard.
30. $15. 5. Break. Other side.
Whew. Remember to always try to keep breathing.
3,
These.
2, 1, go. $30. I gotta turn the AC down.
Yeah, we're sweating up here.
15. 5. Break.
And shoulder, fun shoulder.
5, 2, go.
Out, front, up.
Make sure you get all the way to the T. So make sure you get all the way to the back. It's easy to not get all the way parallel, all the way your shoulders out. Ah.
20 seconds.
Keep breathing, keep the form. 10. 3. Great.
Great.
Back to the top.
Everyone's favorite. Bear plank push-up. Just change it up.
3, 2, 1. Go. Thirty. Ah. 15. 5. Break. Side.
Side, oblique, lift. As I sweat. Get the sweat out of
5.
it.
1. Go.
Still breathing from those
Yeah, the bears are brutal.
bears.
30. 10. 3. Break. Other side.
Slides. Oh, I'm sweating up a storm.
3. Go.
Good.
Thirty. 15.
That's good. Keep breathing.
3. Break.
And the shoulder,
Shoulder.
fun shoulder thing.
2. Go.
Lateral, frontal.
30.
Oh, his eyes.
15. 5. Those y'all looking at the clock, realize that we still got time. Break. So we're gonna do it
round.
again.
Super old school core. 4
Yeah.
rounds.
4 rounds of bliss, blissful pain.
This is the last you'll do.
2, 1.
The last
Yep.
one. Last round, best round, guys.
When it gets really hard like this, focus on your form.
And breathing.
Dirty.
Suck that cord. Suck those. Tight up those muscles.
Keep the knees low. 20. 10. 5. Break.
Last one.
Side.
Oh, sweats. Go lower.
3. Go.
Those breaths deep.
Thirty. $15. 5. Break, other side.
2 more stations.
5. And go.
Slow and controlled. Keep the
30.
breathing up. Last time. Station. The end is near.
15. 5. Break. Shoulders.
And short.
5, huh? 2. Go.
Oops. Got too early.
30. Oh. 10. Oh.
5, 3, 2, 1.
All right, one last thing. We will be finishing a little early.
Earlier than normal. But we'll do this one last. Okay, so
Get some water, shake it out a little bit.
I'm putting down some water.
We're just gonna do everyone's favorite stretch / stabilizer, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, is this? I don't think I'm gonna like this at all.
We're gonna be doing the T's, so you're gonna be out
The
in the
thumbs.
thumb rotations. So what it's gonna be, don't start yet. Your arms are gonna be out. You're gonna have your thumb out. You're gonna be rotating up when we tell you. You're just gonna keep rotating back as far as you can.
Yeah.
You're just gonna be holding that. You'll be rotating
Yeah.
down as far as you can as we tell you. The important things to focus on. Core tight, so tailbone tucked. Your arms are gonna be pushing back, straight and back as far as you can. So you're gonna be taking your scapula and pulling it towards your spine the entire time.
Yeah.
You're gonna keep focusing on being tight in the core, pulling back. Everything else you can keep loose, you want to. So neck loose, head loose, whatever else you can keep loose. Just shoulders tight, scapula tight, core tight.
So nothing in a relaxed position because you're always pushing back.
Yep. You want to focus also on your breathing. So everyone get started. Pull your arms out. Make a fist.
Get that grounded
Yep.
core.
Tailbone tucked.
Position.
Shoulders pulling back.
Relax
Shoulders
neck.
pulling back. Thumbs are up right now.
Yes, depending on your flexibility, you
You're
know,
squeezing.
could be different for everyone.
You're squeezing, not just like this.
And breathing.
Breathing. Staying relaxed. We're going to start by rotating forward. So really slow. Pointing straight ahead right now with your thumbs.
Always remember to keep those
Keep starting to rotate down further.
arms pushing backwards.
Now rotate as far as you can.
So you're gonna
You can see I can only point down, Jen can point further, so just keep rotating those shoulders as far as you can. Keep squeezing the scapula. This should be very tenuous. You should feel in your shoulders a lot.
yeah, I'm already sweating like more than I was like during the
You're holding that. Keep at the T. Keep at your T
Make sure
position.
that core still tight. And
Start rotating back up,
oh god, I got it.
roughly pointing forward. Keep rotating. Rotate pointing up. Keep rotating. Rotate till you're pointing back as far as you can. Still pulling back. Keeping your T. Keeping the tailbone tucked. Squeezing. Breathing. And relax.
Oh god.
We're gonna do that one more time, but right now just shake it out.
This is all I want to do.
Get all nice and loose.
My
Get
glasses
some
are
breath in
fogging.
it. Get some water.
Yeah, my glasses are fogging up now.
Move your arms around. Whatever needs to get them nice and loose.
Some water. This is a good exercise to do
It's a great one to
after
do.
climbing. Honestly.
Maybe a short little thing before, not nearly as long, but just trying to get your muscles engaged to get them nice and warm before a session. But definitely a great thing to do at the end. Make sure all those muscles are nice and warm when you're finishing, nice and stretched. That way you'll be good and ready for your next session. All right. So as before, Arms out, tailbone tucked, thumbs in a fist, starting with your thumbs pointing up. Start pulling your arms back, squeezing the shoulder blades. Start rotating down,
Backwards or forward?
down to the ground, towards the ground.
Okay.
So right now I'm pointing forward, starting to go towards the ground. And to the ground, you just keep rotating back as far as you can. Remember, just keep pulling your shoulder blades back to your spine. Keep your arms at a T. Focus on your breathing. Try to get your neck relaxed if you can. Move your head around a little bit. Make sure your shoulders, your neck is loose. It's common for your hands to feel a little numb.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, start coming back forward. So I'm pointing forward. Start moving back up to the top. Pointing to the top.
Keep
Now
pushing
rotating
arms
back as far back as you can. Squeeze. Squeeze. Relax the neck. Keep squeezing. Break. All right.
All right. The shoulders should be
Yeah.
feeling great.
Oh, my back just popped 4 times.
Yeah.
Feels really good. As always, if you got questions, concerns,
Yeah.
send us some messages. If you want to see anything specifically,
Yeah.
send us a message. Otherwise, we'll see you next Monday.
Yeah. So, yeah, we were late to post this week, but basically we're gonna still be doing this every Monday. No, even unless, obviously, unless I'm giving birth in the hospital on a Monday.
Then we'll let you know.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do it in the hospital.
Maybe you might be part of the labor process. You'll never know. So just, I'll try to keep posting on Facebook. Because I think Crux is going to start changing their online classes model a little bit. Regardless of what they do, we're still
doing
going
the
to
same.
do this class. So.
Also, we've got a little challenge we've been giving y'all, a little bit of homework. You guys have been here multiple times. If you want to pick something that is back related, it can be hangs, it can be Frenchies, it can be what we just did today, any kind of back kind of thing, and then any kind of core thing. So it could be like the bear thing if you are a masochist, or if you want to do some kind of like plank or side plank, or it's just some other thing that we've done in the past. Pick one of those and let us know which one you choose next week.
So as far as like doing one of those
Yep.
later this week between. And
Yeah,
then,
Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, whenever you want to.
yeah, it's just a.
Cool. Thanks for joining us. Virtual high five.
Yeah,
Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
guys, next time.